And you're not meeting some liberal moonbat professor as president. You're meeting an American. You're meeting a Yank. You're meeting what they used to call a spread eagle expansionist, a spread eagle nationalist. This guy will come in the room to the Chinese, to the Russians, to the mullahs, just the way Reagan did in 1980. Don't mess with the USA. I think there's no question about that. In terms of strong nationalist leadership, Donald Trump is going to restore this country. To me, there's no debate about that. Now, I like Cruz for all kinds of other reasons, but to me, Donald Trump is a force of nature. Okay, my friends, joining us now, he was actually not just at the event last night, speaking of Donald Trump, in Pensacola. He, in fact, helped give the prayer to lead the way. He is Pastor Carl Gallops. I know him very well. He's a principled Christian conservative. He is also a talk show host down in the Panhandle. He's got a wonderful show every Friday. Pastor Gallops, thank you so much for coming on the Kuhner Report.
Jeff Kuhner, what an honor it is to be with you, my friend. Hey, listen, I heard your assessment of Donald Trump, and I have to say, we can go ahead and hang the phone up now. I'll just say ditto.
Carl, I got to ask you, you obviously gave a prayer before the event started. There was 12,000 people in Pensacola. Yes. It was jam-packed. Carl, tell me, what was the atmosphere like? What were people saying? And why are so many people so enthusiastic for Trump?
Yeah, well, thanks. I'll give my opinion to all of that, Jeff. First of all, the atmosphere was rock star status. The place was packed out, 12 to 13,000 people. 5,000 people turned away at the door because they just ran out of room. Standing room only, and it was rock star status. The atmosphere is everything you just said a few moments ago. I think your assessment is dead on. There are no perfect political candidates. And by the way, my enthusiasm and my passion right now does not necessarily constitute a full-fledged endorsement for Trump right now. But I'm telling you, the Trump factor is what you said. People, they want the anti-Obama, if you will. They want the opposite, and Trump is the opposite. They want a constitutional republic patriot. They want a person who loves this nation, who respects its principles and foundation and history. They want a president who commands the room when he walks into it, who will restore strength and dignity to the United States of America, both nationally and internationally abroad. And a lot of people, they look at the field of candidates, and while there are other great men up there, I think Donald Trump is just head and shoulders above the rest, at least in the eyes of many millions of Americans, and that was the feeling in that room. Now listen, the Northwest Florida, Pensacola area is extremely conservative, extremely pro-military. We have 4 or 5 military bases in this area, including the home of the Blue Angels, Pensacola NAS, and Trump fit in perfectly here last night.
You anticipated, Carl, my next question. Look, you're a Christian conservative. You're a wonderful man. My wife is on your show every Friday. You got a great show. Most of your audience are devout Christians. Pensacola, as you said, is a conservative area. What do you say? Cruz is now saying, look, Donald Trump, he's not a heartland guy. He's a New York liberal at heart. He's on his third wife now. He used to support abortion rights. I know now he's pro-life. But if you look at him on some of the issues, his personal life, his background, he is a New Yorker in many ways. How do you respond to that argument, to that charge from the Cruz camp?
Yeah, well, first of all, no thanks. That's a very fair and decent question. I am not Donald Trump's apologist. So, but let me answer your question with an assessment, an analysis based upon the things that I'm hearing, both as a media person and just as a person out here in the street. I think people would respond to that accusation of, so a New Yorker is not an American? What? I mean, he's an American, and he loves America. It doesn't matter. Where do you want him to come from? I mean, wherever he comes from, he's going to have a regional flavor, I'm sure. But America is desperately looking for a man, a real man, one who is not worried. And that's not a chauvinistic statement. I'm talking about a leader, a person that commands the room when he walks in, a leader that the rest of the world will either respect or fear. And we don't care which one it is. You know, that's what Ronald Reagan says. You can respect me or you can fear me. It's the same thing, you know. And I think that would be my response, is that, look, it doesn't matter where he's from. The thing is he willing to respect this nation, lead this nation, respect the Constitution and law, and I think he will.
We have been talking with Pastor Carl Gallops. He delivered a prayer before the event last night. He's got his own show every Friday down in the Panhandle. He's a great talk show host. Pastor Gallops, thank you so much for coming on the Kuhner Report. God bless you, my friend.
Thank you, Jeffrey Kuhner. Same to you. God bless you.
Take care.